Hello, welcome back. I'm Nate.
I'm Mikey.
We're here to help you improve your balance. Today we're going to be doing 7 exercises for your posture. And this is from the book Exercises for Better Balance by William Smith. So posture is a big part of balance because as we grow older or as we get sedentary, our posture can start to round and slump and everything we do is in front of us. So the neck and the spine, and that throws off our center of balance quite a bit. So having an upright, full posture can really help with your balance.
Yeah, so a few easy exercises here. We've got a few props. So this one, we're going to be sort of doing a sit-up, a crunch later, and we found that something round like this, either a pool noodle or a rolled up towel or blanket like that can help. We're just going to put it right under the shoulder blades, kind of under the armpits here. And then if you have a TheraBand or one of these bands that's stretchy, we can add those to the exercises as well.
Yeah, so you can pick up these and other props at our link right here. And if you're ready, let's get started. So first, come on over and we're gonna begin on the chair. So grab yourself a chair and we're gonna do some hip hinging. So I'll show you the front view, Mike can show you the side view here. And this can also be done on a Swiss ball, like a physio ball.
Yoga ball?
Yoga balls. They're also, my brother just had a baby and they find that it's really good for babies, you know, to bounce the baby. So it's baby ball also, so whatever you want to call it, but a chair works just as well. So go ahead and sit up nice and close to the edge, so you're just kind of perched on the edge there. And this is just an exercise for your lower back. You keep your spine tall and then you just hinge forward at your hips, forward, and then back up. And if you want to increase the weight of your upper body, therefore make it more challenging, cross your arms down and up, or make it even harder, you can put your hands kind of behind the head and that just raises the weight up your back across the lever of your hip, and that makes it just a little harder.
If you have a balance bar or the pool noodle even, right, you can kind of take a little of the pressure off as well, make it a little easier, a little more controlled.
Yeah, so yeah, if it's too difficult, use something to help decrease the pressure, but you definitely want to work on this. If this is difficult, you got to start working on this right away. So strengthening your lower back and these erector muscles of your spine are really important for your posture as a foundation. You can also do this with a weight. So if you have like a dumbbell or even just a heavy cookbook, just adding 5 pounds of weight can make this more challenging. So just holding it up forward or in front of you, that'll make it a little harder. So aim for a number, keep your your spine nice and long. 10 to 20 times is a good start. You can work your way up to 30 to 50 as you go. Now notice that you're really trying to avoid just rounding your back, right? So what not to do, you don't want to round. So show them what it looks like if you're rounding. That's going to strain your back. So keep it strong, straight, even a little arch.
If you put your hands behind your back, that can help keep that, the posture in your upper spine.
Yeah. Nice. So this is a good one to warm up and to strengthen your lower back. Now the next one we're going to do on the floor. So go ahead and clear some space. And this is also a good chance if you do need a little bit of cushioning for your knees. We're going to do a cat-cow. So these kind of foam cushions that you can get at our link are helpful. You can also just put a blanket down. And why don't you show the side view? We're going to do a cat-cow for the spine. They call it a spinal whip, but I really don't want you to think of it as a whipping motion. It's not fast, so let's just do a cat-cow. Scoot back just one more a little bit there. So basically, you just start off at a tabletop, so your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And it's okay if this is hard on your wrist, you can just put your hands further in front of you or rotate them out a little bit. That's totally fine.
Or if your knees are okay, but your wrists are sore, you trade off and put this under your hands like that.
Yeah. So there's basically 3 sections to your spine. There's the lumbar, the lower part. You have your thoracic, which is every part of your back that touches a rib, and then you've got your cervical, the neck. So these 3 sections of your spine are all going to now move in opposite directions. So the first one, the cat, you're going to exhale and you're going to round, your thoracic goes up and your cervical and your lumbar go down. So you make kind of a dome shape. And now you inhale and you do the opposite, and the thoracic goes down, and then the lumbar and the neck curl up. You make a U shape. So go back and forth. Exhale, cat, kind of like a scaredy cat with the hackles up, and then inhale, cow, kind of like in the field where they're. Yeah, you can add sound effects if you like. And back and forth. So cat, cow. So do it slowly at first and link your breath with it. So exhale, cat, inhale, cow. And really articulate. Feel each part of your spine. You might sometimes just focus on one area for both movements, just feeling the lumbar tilting all the way forward, all the way back. And then just feeling the thoracic go all the way up, all the way down. Now the one thing you want to not overdo is the neck. You don't need to really crank your head up. Just think of it elongating more than going backward. All right? And when these three sections of your spine start to become more supple and strong and mobile, that's going to really help your posture. How's that feeling?
This is great. I love when I get to do these.
Yeah.
Sort of an altered one. You can wag the tail and get the sideways bend.
Yeah. Yeah, let your spine go the lateral directions too. It's just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next one, the thoracic flexion on a roller. So grab your noodle or your rolled up towel or blanket. If you do have a foam roller, that can work, but sometimes those foam rollers are really thick and big. So, you know, something like this might be too big and too hard. So they have half ones, kind of like a half dome, that are a little bit easier. These pool noodles are easy to find and they're pretty cheap. They're not that, like, they kind of squish down, so they're pretty light. But basically, you're just going to lay down, lay it across right on your shoulder blades. So it's under your arms. If your arms were to spread out, then they're underneath your arms, okay? And then you just put your hands behind your head, your elbows pointing out, supporting your head, and you just raise up and stretch. And then you can also go up and go a little bit side to side and work your obliques. And you're just trying to get that upper thoracic spine to become more mobile and becoming stronger.
Yeah, this is really great for the side-to-side one. It just gives you enough support under, you know, your thoracic, your upper spine there, just to do sort of a nice, easy rocking motion. All right, and slow is good. Really feeling every little bit of it.
Yeah. And if you start with something low, you can graduate then to something a little bit higher and notice how it feels different. So try it with something a little higher, see what the changes are. What do you notice when it's a little bit harder, a little higher?
And yeah, careful too. You know, if your back can't reach the ground, it can, you know, create a lot of pressure that you're not ready for. So just be gentle. If you're really slow with these, if you don't have any things, it's okay to. Oh, good. Yeah, that's nice. So now I can't go back too far, all right, but I still get a little bit of that chest opening, all right, a little bit of that isolation in the upper body.
Yeah, I see a lot of people, as they get older, they really get a lot of kyphosis, a lot of upper rounding in the back, especially guys tend to have broader shoulders, and if they lay on their back, their head is like hanging off a cliff. So if that happens to you, when you raise it up, it exaggerates it even further. So you need to put a pillow or pads or something so that your head's not just like falling off a cliff there.
Yeah, this is great. I can rest and then go back to another set.
Yeah. And you're really trying to keep your head in alignment with your spine. Don't move your head too much. We're focusing on your torso here, not your neck.
Yeah, if you can pull your ears to outwards, it's a good level of pressure.
Good. All right, so these next ones, now we're going to do sitting in a chair, and grab your TheraBand or your resistance band here, and Mike, you can take us through some of our alphabet series. And these are going to help with your upper, your middle back, also your chest and your shoulders. These ones really feel nice, so I think you're going to enjoy these quite a bit.
All right, so first one, so it's the alphabet series. So the first one is just an L. All right, and it's really about your shoulder blades in the back of your body. All right, so your arms are an L. All right, and they're just going to come out to the side. All right, so really feel the muscles in your back pinching together. All right, keeping the elbows pretty close to your body, but then the wrists and hands just sort of rotate out towards the back. And you can give a little pause in the back. Hold, squeeze, and come back.
So the elbows are fixed right at the ribs, right? So you can see the elbows are not moving, but the forearms and the hands are moving.
A couple of these are all about posture, right? And so we really want to make sure we're feeling the muscles right in the back here. All right, maybe you can show the back. If it's just you're pinching these muscles right here. All right, so the shoulder blades come closer together and then back out, and then closer together, and then you can really hold that if you pause. 1, 2, relax. All right, and link your breathing. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Good. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Nice.
Yeah, you can really feel it, and they're kind of small muscles there under the shoulder blades, and so they don't often get a chance to do this movement, right? How many times in a day are you doing something where you're doing this? So it's very uncommon. So it doesn't take much to fatigue these, and then when they get strong, you really feel the difference. You can feel your spine and your posture becoming much better and stronger.
And so when we get our shoulders back, if we're working on postures, they kind of come forward, up, around, but then back, down, and together. So if you imagine your right shoulder blade going downwards to your left pocket, all right, or vice versa. So you're coming in and down to that opposite back pocket. That's where we're really going to let those shoulder blades sink in down your back.
Yeah, after you've done this a while, you can even just sit there and you can feel those muscles now have woken up and they're active, and you can really engage them and you can use them even after you're done with the exercise.
Nice. All right, so next letter is W. All right, so now we're going to be doing shoulder, it's sort of a shoulder press. All right, so just range of motion here, keeping those shoulder blades tight and together in the back. All right, so our shoulders are in line with our body. All right, if you have to be out here, that's okay, but try to get them back into this position, keeping those back muscles engaged that we were just working on. All right, and slowly going up and down, just letting the scapula, the shoulder blades, sort of track along your back, just flowing nice and easily.
Yeah, and if this is feeling too easy, use one of the resistance bands, and you want to kind of wrap it around your hands. This is where you need the straight version rather than the looped version, and this just adds a little extra, and you can even bring your hands behind your back with practice, and you want to find the right amount of tension. If it's too loose, it'll be too easy. If it's too tight, it'll be too difficult. So practice using the resistance band. You can use a balance bar, even just a towel.
But little dumbbells. If you have the 3 or 5 pound weights around, that's a really good one for this. Especially at the bottom, it can just kind of help sink those shoulder blades into place. And you can even just sit here, breathe.
It really feels amazing. Your breathing really does open up. I mean, it's incredible.
Noticing any tension in your middle and lower back, sort of melting away with your breath. Yeah, we work on computers a fair amount, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel great today. I can already tell.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So our next letter is the Y. All right. So this one, it's sort of like those hip hinges we did before. Your arms are up, but we're gonna come forward. All right, and really imagine lengthening, reaching outwards. All right, you can come back up a little, but then reaching forward, keeping your head in line, breathing.
Yep, and you can use a tool, resistance band, can help you keep that balance between the left and the right side. Also, if you have a balance bar, this can be a good way to keep your alignment as well. Nice thing about the balance bar is if you turn your palms upward, this really sets your shoulder blades in that proper external rotation. So that'll help you keep your form and your shoulders safe.
So I think this one doesn't take too long. I think it could put a lot of stress on the upper back. So just a few of those is okay. And moving on to, it's a T, letter T now. All right, so similar to the L's we did, where our arms are bent at a 90-degree angle. Now they're just gonna be straight out with your shoulder. All right, and you're just opening your chest up to the world, bringing your hands back together, palms facing up. Inhaling as your arms come apart, exhaling, pinkies come together.
It really feels good. It feels like you're on the bridge of the Titanic there, right? Got the wind in your hair. It's an amazing thing, and there is some research behind how our posture can even affect our mood and our energy and our outlook. And you can imagine, if when you feel tired or depressed or sad, like your body kind of reflects that. And when you can open your posture, open your chest, when you feel and create a triumphant, powerful, confident pose, this actually does affect how you feel in your mind and in your emotions. So sometimes you'll actually be doing this and you'll suddenly start to feel your mood lift. You'll feel more energetic. That's not a coincidence. So do this not just for your body, but also for your outlook.
Yeah, that's really great. Everything we do here, is connected to a higher reason. We want to take care of ourselves, but we want to make ourselves our best selves so that we can continue to give, to the world and then receive everything that's given to us. So a very mind, body, spirit connection there. So hopefully you're feeling good after those. Those were some of the postures here, or the exercises here for posture. If you liked any of the exercises, please comment below. Or if there's anything you'd like to add or things that you might recommend or change, we want to hear those too. All right, and really important, if you know someone that would benefit from these, please share it. Send them a link. And then if you want to see your videos as they come up, just subscribe, click the little bell, all right, here, all right, and we'll make sure you get those videos every week. They come up on your phone or your computer, all right, into your email even, and then we can keep, these nice little exercises going.
Yeah, so if you're at your computer and if you're already feeling your posture has improved as you're typing, go ahead and type a comment, say, yes, my posture's better, and share it with somebody. If you know anybody who's starting to slouch, go ahead and share this video with them. It could help them a whole lot as well. And we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nate.
I'm Mikey.
And until next time, stay balanced, my friends.